Спасибо, солнышко мое. Alright, let's go here. So let's see, first game. Then we have Dink versus Непомнящий. Magnus International. Помнящий versus Dink, and Fabiano versus right. Okay, so what is going on here? Alright, Dink looks pretty even to me. Rook f7. Slightly better for white, probably, yeah. Slightly better for white because of the safer king. So what is going on here? We have some some people actually commenting on this. Hi guy, hi Sleepy Mary. Yeah, so I think I'm right in the perfect time when this game just starts to be very interesting. And here we saw the Berlin declined with white using the standard plan that was actually first played by Fabiano. I think in the candidates in the previous one. So the endgame should be better slightly for white, I think. It looks pretty drawish to me. Yeah, because this knight and rook pretty good. Eventually you'll have to give up this knight though, and 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, there is just not enough material. White's trying to hold on to the pawn. Hi guys, right, so White's trying to hold on to the pawn on g6, but I don't think he can. So the question is how is black is going to play here. So the computer suggestion is rook c6, force this knight away from this good square. Hi guys, hi Lake, hi Sleepy. So, and going back to, of course, this main game here, this is way more interesting. Alright, hi Giga. Yeah, Tal was, that was a good game. Alright, so let's see here what's going on. I just joined and I see this is the end of the first game. I think perfect timing, right? And Fabiano is actually pressing really hard. He's got this advantage, safer king, some sort of an attack going, right? So the queen on f6 though is very powerful. I think black is in serious trouble here, and black is sort of going for some cheapos. Queen takes h4, but not really. Rook on g7, higher. So king h3, probably the trick is if queen a1 then queen f4, right? I mean, for example, this goes here, queen a1, then there is also queen f4 check, queen g5, followed by rook e7, so that was a small trick by the computer. Instead we see rook c6 here. This is very unpleasant for black to play, actually. I mean, if we play something like rook e7, then you have to watch out for king, queen g8, for example, right? I like computer's plan with the rook going here and then to g8, sort of trying to catch this king off guard. And then basically rook on the 8th will be more dangerous because it will be controlling a lot of squares, so correct, rook c8. And now we have rook g8, queen f4, for example, coming. Ooh, rook e8 now, rook e8 because if rook e7, right, wow, look at that jump in the evaluation, right? Naka just blundered. I think he blundered queen d8. Oh, queen d8, rook f7, rook takes e6, and queen g5 mate. My god, rook e6 mate. Wow, rook e6, queen g5 mate. Come on. You can find it. You can find it, Fabi. You can find it. Oh my god, he didn't find it. He did not find it. Look, oh my god. Rook e6, queen g5, right? But this is also winning, of course. I mean, this is still winning, but rook e6 was just dead immediately. It was just... wow. Yeah, that was wow. That was wow. That was puzzle rush tactic. Yeah, that was puzzle rush tactic. That was a clear puzzle rush tactic. So here we see actually white getting advantage. Yeah, what happened here? Oh my god! In few moves, and we see the position rook g5. Rook, bishop c7, rook c6. Okay, take on g6. Still looks pretty drawish. Take. Bishop f4. King e7. Looks okay, but then... Oh, he played this move. It's still okay. Still okay, but let's go back to here. G4. Very nice game by Fabi. He is just killing, absolutely killing him. Queen g3 check. Right, or Queen h2 check. Oh my god. Queen h2 and Queen h5. Come on, man. Oh, this is winning also, right? This is just winning. I like the concept in the opening. He plays h4 because it's like really close to London system. And remember how, guys, I told you like h4 in such position is pretty cool. And we see here this exchange. Black was afraid of this attack, so he decided for his trade. And suddenly this position, which looked to be pretty equal, yeah, suddenly turns out to be a nightmare for Black because, yeah, missed rook e6, but still winning completely. And of course, Black resigns now. Black should resign this position. Hi guys, so yeah, King h5, basically rook takes f6, resigns, right? Did he resign yet? He should resign, right? Come on. Yeah, okay, so he lost the game. So we're going back to the yeah, that was how you win those games. You see how hard it is to hold for Black, even though you have material equality, but slightly worse king. It is extremely difficult. Not easy at all to play stuff like this. Alright, so let's go back to this other game. King a2. The reason why it doesn't play c7 is because of king c6, I believe. And then we have rook not going anywhere because of bishop takes c7, right? So bishop e5, allowing that knight c4 check, which is probably not dangerous, right? Because of king d5. Take, c7, king d6. So white, yeah, this is still pretty close to a draw. Pretty close. That was pure positional pressure and time pressure, right? I mean, you can probably defend these positions in a classical game, but in the blitz game, it's tough. The reason Black plays bishop e5 is because now he wants to play king c5, knight a4 check, king b5, and the white plays knight c3 check. The bishop can take on c3 now. All right, that was the reason. Because if you play king c5 here immediately, then here's also grab, king here, knight c3 check, and this pawn might go somewhere. So that's the reason why bishop e5 was played. White will be up a pawn. Yeah, he will be up a pawn. No, but then rook c6, right? Rook c6 is coming, so it's not really up a pawn. So I'm thinking maybe king a3 here, yeah, king a3, which is the third line. The computer actually goes knight a4 here. And I like knight a4, taking away the square, right? Rook g4, king b3. Then, yeah, black is not... It's not so simple for Black to capture this pawn suddenly. I'm not sure why rook c1 is not... Rook g1 is not a move. I'll probably play something like rook g1, trying to get this rook behind. But probably... if you get this rook behind, then Black has rook d8 check maybe at some point. I'm not really sure. Yeah, b4, of course. You play b4 and b5. If White gets the pawn b5, he is better. Hard to win after rook g2. Yeah, rook c2, so White probably has to play king a3. But then rook c2, right? So rook g4 has been played, and rook c4. Why didn't White just play king b3 here? Because he finds it difficult maybe to make any progress, but king b3 was better, right? Because right now after king... Yeah, right now Black just grabs this pawn. Okay, knight b6. And the important thing after knight b6 is to grab this pawn and then grab this pawn. Because if you grab on rook c6 immediately, knight c4 check wins, right? So I think that's what happened. Oh, I was still draw. It's still a draw because rook c6, bishop b2 check. Nice. All right, so this is still a draw. King, all right, this is a draw. So you guys can agree on a draw. King b3 was the only try to win. Yes, you cannot allow that rook c4 because if you lose this pawn on c6, just draw. All right, so they gotta agree on a draw, guys. Come on. Knight c4 check, king t5. So it's gonna be repetition, right, guys? All right, bishop b2. All right. Verification for the g4. All right, draw. Good job. All right, so we have second game coming up. And as mentioned before, we have an All-American Derby here. So we're gonna check this game. And we're gonna check this game. So I hope you guys don't mind me jumping around with all that stuff. So while we're here, since the games are not gonna start for quite a while, let's play some chess. Ooh, not many people streaming, right? Because it's Monday. It's Monday. All right, where are the challenges? I'm not seeing the challenges. Yeah, 10-minute break, which is why I can accept some challenges. So go ahead, challenge me. Not 5-0, 3 zeros if you challenge me, please. 3-0. Yeah, 3-2 is just too long. 3-0. All right, we see anything interesting here? We see some grizzly bear, Caracan. I don't know. All right, so we see some challenges here, finally. So we're gonna see some London system again. And Slav both have in common. Yes, exactly. That's the reason why I play that stuff. Because I like those structures. So push page 4. 97, standard stuff, right? Standard stuff. Black develops the bishop there. Okay, fine. That works. Usually I like to put my queen here on b3 after a4, because sometimes I can play queen a3 and then b4, which is like standard. That's actually standard ready, right? Now 95 looks kind of cool. Although I'm not ready to exchange so much stuff. So black is looking to play f5 some point, f5, f4. We might consider trying to play f3 at some point to meet him halfway. Right now I'm just looking for ways to undermine this queen side. Have they started? No, they haven't started yet. So king h8, okay. Let's see. Really don't want to play f3 for now. So let's play maybe knight c4. Or still a play f3, right? I don't know. Decisions. How about I play a5 here? I like this move because of this trick. a6. And there's this little trick here. Sort of bishop c6, d5, right? Hi, Andre, you predict 2-2? Fabi looks strong. Yeah, Fabi looks very strong because his prep is very strong, right? So what happens after queen d5? Hello? I'm gonna grab this rook, maybe, yeah? I don't know. So that, you know, these positions look deceptively simple. In fact, they're not so simple to play. Because there is this strategic element, and of course there's this tactical element. So black gotta be careful. So basically take. I can even probably take with this pawn, yeah. Then, yeah, why not? Let's take with this pawn. You know, sort of open the file, right? And of course, you help me open the file. Thank you very much. And you're sort of deciding to protect your stuff, but you're protecting your stuff, I understand, but my queen is gonna be one royal pain in the ass, I think. It's going to be a pain. Right, bishop d3 is coming. In this case, you just grab stuff. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Andre, you're not the first to challenge. Alright, let's see. I'm kind of alright. You're welcome. You are welcome. So you see, that was, you have to watch out for some tactics along, right? Things are not as simple as they look. Queen c7. Actually, shouldn't I have played a 5 here first? Yeah, I should have played a 5 first. Forgetting my theory. I used to play this line as white myself. And there was this, I think there was this b5 trick here, yeah? Yeah, I forget stuff, yeah. I do remember that there's some kind of b5 thing here. But then I forgot, why is it so cool to have this b5 in? I'm not sure. I think I remember b5 was there, but I don't remember why. I don't remember why b5 was very cool. Ugh, memory. And there's 7 commentators. So they started. All right, so this is gonna be last game before they play Slav here. Queen c2, very, very quiet the opening, so nothing much to see there yet, guys, unfortunately. Just standard stuff. All right, I'm gonna offer you a draw because we need to see the game, okay? So I'll offer you a draw, sir. You don't want to take a draw? Really? Okay, I guess he's got his chance to play me, so he's gonna use it. Yeah. All right. That's okay. That's cool. We don't mind. Yeah, but if you do this, then you give me some squares, right? So it is important to have squares. Now a4. This knight is going to a5. We're gonna hit this pawn really hard. And of course, white pawn structure is not that great. So this is pretty standard for black here. This is line with queen c2, right? Queen c2. Bishop f5 is the good old main line. And I think white usually plays e3, queen e2 here. But okay, queen b3, I haven't seen this. I like this. And then bishop f4. So sort of developing stuff. And the way they played it so fast, I think it's sort of preparation. So maybe, I don't know. So knight b6. Rook d8 is better to prevent knight c4, d6 idea. Really? Dukis, so you know your theory. Alright. He may be not listening. He might not be, I don't know. It's not that... we don't mind. What about the second game? Hasn't started yet. So, grab the pawn. We are the famous pawn grabbers. The fastest pawn grabbers in the West. Sam Shanklin proposed it. No. I know that stuff like that is played. So it's not. It's like this stuff was played way before Sam was born, or even I was born, right? So this all been played way before that. All right. So yeah. Okay. Yaz is the born pawn. Look at all my pieces on the A rank. I just wanted to mention this little fact here. Yeah, this looks kind of funny. Yeah, this looks bloody hilarious. All right. So let's just win this game really quickly. And future random on the A file. He'll offer a draw. Oh yeah. That'll be neat. That'll be neat. Offering a draw. We're kind of used to this stuff. Yeah. Does he want a draw? All right. I'm gonna offer you a draw one last time. So. You know, you better accept it. Because I'm nice today, yeah. Ooh, he accepted. All right, good. All right, so let's see this game. Rook f e8. Nah, he doesn't want. He wants. Yeah, okay, he knows this was a gift. I don't care about rating points. You know, we're all here to have some fun. Yeah, this is pretty strange. I really thought that. Let's take a look what the good old computer says. Yeah, the computer likes this line. I actually don't understand why Hikaru is playing white, right? He's a little bit tilted right now. He's a little bit tilted because he's really pissed off he lost to Fabi. And he is starting this queen a6, bishop f4, okay, knight b6, bishop... yeah, why not knight d6? Why not knight d6, knight d6? Probably bishop takes, rook d8. But if rook d8 and bishop e7, you grab this pawn on f6. So that would be interesting actually. So I don't know, what's wrong with knight d6? Okay, bishop g6, very simple chess, right? Knight is stuck there. So bishop d6, rook e8. All right, there's nothing wrong with this move. Personally, I was thinking about this queen trade, so let's take a look at that. But then, of course, yeah. All right. Yeah, if white gets this superior pawn structure, then he is better. I gotta admit this, white will be better because knight h4, important move, grabbing this bishop. And then you can even play this because you cannot take this pawn right now because of this thing, and white just much better. Black will have to play something like knight d6, and white will have this annoying little advantage because of the double pawns here. Right, so... Alright, so rook e8 has been played. What happens in the second game? They have not started yet, right? Alright, knight of e5 seems good. Knight of e5. It's the third line engine. I actually like the first line. Just, I don't like my pieces to be very loose. So, and now, I really don't want to exchange this knight on b6, to be honest. By the way, this pawn structure is better for black, because you open the a file, and this pawn will be actually hitting this pawn on a3 later, creating a weakness, right? So you never really want to take on b6 stuff, okay? Because in the Slav defense, these pawns will be good. Alright, so rook e7. What happened in the game? What happened in the game? What happened in the game is they took... No. Knight fd2 has been played, right? Knight fd2. Woo, what happens? Rook d8. Bishop e7 and e3. Alright, so white is going for this rook c1. Bishop f1 deal. Basically, he's holding this pawn in d4 in the center. This pawn gives white slight spatial advantage. Right, exactly. Typical slight advantage for white. The computer calls it 0.61, but I don't believe it. It's just unbelievable. And we have very exciting Grunfeld happening there. So let's switch the game for a second, because here is very positional game. Slight advantage to Hikaru, but because of this pawn, but there's a lot of going on here. If black managed to exchange all the knights, right? If all these knights are gone, then it's just basically a draw, because it's impossible to do anything here. So let's take a look at the very sharp line in Grunfeld here. I was actually always worried about this line whenever I played Grunfeld with black, and since then theory moved like huge ways. Right, queen d6 is now considered to be standard, and that was the first time we actually played this. I think I actually put this line into the top level chess, because I was preparing against this line, and then I played it against somebody. It was back in 2000 something, and after that this queen d6 became a major line, because before the time black usually played e5 here, right? And there's d5, and there's like a huge analysis there. Knight d4 also, but queen d6, knight b5, and king b1. Right, and f3 because you're afraid of this line. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're going to the kid, right? Yeah, that actually makes perfect sense, because not everybody enjoys playing Zamish with white, right? So rook d8 and now d5. d5 is a standard move. And then black knight has it's a question where the black knight goes. Sometimes it actually goes to a5, even though it's on the rim, but he really iced the square in c4. And now there is queen c1, I think, very popular move here. Right. So we see the database here. Queen c1 has been major move. Queen e1 has been played in the past. We see also Carlsen versus Caruana back in 2014. Nakamura also played some games against Wesley here, right? And I remember that Wesley was actually playing Grunfeld with black. He was playing this line. I remember that. Naka just exchanged everything. So let's go back for a second to Naka. So exchange bishop e4. Well, it's not everything, right? He still got this pawn here, but after c5, black just is equal. Yeah, black has to play c5. He has to play. It's perfect time to play c5 because you have queen c6, queen takes c5. It's symmetrical position. Knight on c4 is actually not that great in that position. I think actually black might be better now, because white king is way too loose. He has a lot of holes here, right? And the black knight can just go to e4, and then if that knight gets to g5 and then to f3, h3, it's just much better for black. This knight on c4 is like horrible. So maybe queen c6 check, white has to play f3 actually, and then try to do some e4 stuff, try to circumcise this knight on f6. How do you say that correctly? My god, restrict, okay, restrict. Ooh, knight a7. Knight a7. Knight a7. Wow. All right. I don't know this move. I think I looked at something like this. It's a common theme here. The reason why black plays a6, but you know, a6, knight a7 is definitely modern chess. So we're looking here at h4 or knight e2. Basically, white wants to exchange the dark squared bishops here, essentially, because you know that bishop's like a huge defender, huge thing, like in Dragon, right? In Dragon, white usually tries to exchange such bishop. So black wants to play knight b5 or knight a4, actually. I think he actually wants to play knight a4 because queen protects the a4 square, right? Get rid of this defender, and then black can start playing c6, then knight b5, push those pawns. So I don't know. I think this is all theory. So h4, b5. Yeah, h4 is pretty standard. So I don't know. Let's take a look. h4. Oops, I'm gonna hold it there. And it's black to move, of course. So we're looking at knight b5 or knight a4. Yeah, knight a4. Computer's not impressed. Yeah, I'm not impressed either, to be honest. So knight b5 maybe. And you don't want to take on b5, so you have to play this move. And then, of course, black can play maybe knight c4. Yeah, you have to play this move. Bishop h8, h5. This looks pretty bad for black. So after knight e2, I think black has to play e6 and try to open this file or this pawn so that bishop can go to f5, right? So e6 makes actually perfect sense here. And let's take a look at this pawn sack. Take, and black takes with the f pawn. With the f pawn. Oh, f pawn kind of opens his king, yeah. Kind of opens his king. So this looks pretty. Ooh, knight a4. I like this move. And if you take, then knight a3 check, and this very beautiful bishop f5, and white king has nowhere to go, right? I like that knight a3. All right, so this is the kind of stuff that happens in this line, okay? So I don't know what they played. All right, so we see the draw here, and knight a7. Ding is thinking, because knight a7, I think it's a rare bird. So let's go back to Naka's game here. So take. Oh, queen a3. Very nice defense by Hikaru. He realizes that, you know, he's in danger, so he better trade off these queens thanks to this little pin on e7. And rook c7 makes perfect sense. Knight d6, and this is just about equal, right? g5. What is this g5? Was it necessary? Ooh, and white is actually better. So what happened? Where did black made a mistake here? Oh, he should have taken on a3 and then played g5, because the rook on the 7th is good. But after this, I think Fabi missed knight d6. No, but actually g5 is still okay. Knight b7. Yeah, knight b7, rook d2, and this knight goes to e4, and these pawns will be, or knight g4, right? And this pawns will be, this rook on the 2nd is like way too strong. This is just equal. So let's see what happens. G5. So this is a draw. They're gonna make a draw. Exchange the dark squared bishop, and you have a crushing attack. Have they played yet? All right, h4, knight b5, knight e2, which was basically what we looked at, right? Knight b5, knight e2. Now we're looking forward at e6. E6 probably has to be played. Спасибо, солнышко мое. My vice supporter brings me some food, yeah? So you guys see what I'm eating? This is this stuff. It's like bananas, chocolate, you know, very good for your health. So e6 actually is played. So this is all computer analysis. This is the knight endgame. This looks absolutely equal to me. So I don't know. I expect draw for any time soon. Of course, they have to play until move 40, so, but I do expect a draw there. So let's go to this game. So h5. E6, h5. So we have seen this, right? We've seen this. And now we are looking at e takes d5. Is e d5 is being played. Whoa. Guys, we predicted the last 5 moves. Fantastic. The best compliment the commentator can get. So, now is the question. The computer likes this position. There is such thing as bishop b6 here. So let's take a look at this one. The idea is that you sort of grab this really nice square for your knight in the center. And it's kind of very solid choice, really. Because this knight is just doing a lot of things and you must trade this guy. And then I think white is better. Maybe not much better, but still better, yeah? This trick is actually very important for the advantage. Because you cannot capture this, right? Knight f6 is a draw, but knight e7 wins, of course, because rook d8, knight g6, right? Right, because after queen g5 you avoid the pin, and this bishop protects the knight. It's just advantage for white. So that is actually something I would consider. So maybe you take on b6 first, and if knight d5, right, because you need this knight on b5 for the attack, right? So you need this knight, so bishop e6, knight f4, rook c8, and queen e3. Well, still looks pretty, yeah, but this looks better for black now, yeah, because he's got this major thing going on here. On the diagonal, queen b3, and for some reason knight c7 is very strong. I don't understand this. I don't understand why this is so strong, to be honest. I don't understand this. Take, bishop d3, knight d5, e5. Okay. When I say it means this bishop which is much stronger than white's bishop. White can never get to the black king. Never. Not in his lifetime. So black can just play positional chess and push his pawns here or something. Yeah, but it's okay. You know, I'm just trying to do something here which these people analyze hours. They spend hours for this position, right? Oh, so okay, so we are missing something. So it was indeed actually played. So Ding was actually looking for the right move order, right? So he took first, and now he took here, right? And knight d5. So basically, we just saw this whole line, right? Bishop f7. So basically, they're just playing first line moves. And now this is a very funny move, right? ab5. I think, yeah, this is really funny. Look at the triple pawns, man. I mean, you can't take with your queen, obviously. Why is it so obvious? I don't know. So let's figure this out. Why this queen life position seems beautiful. So queen b5 is not good because of this, and because this knight takes away the c8 square, and also rook h7 is coming, right? So this is just really bad. And yeah, these two knights are like hitting a lot of squares here. So this is the reason why black has to take with the pawn. But look at the evaluation. It's only 0.3. This is basically all prep. So what happened here? Let's go back to this game for a second. Nakamura versus Kurana. They still played. Still looks pretty drawish. The king walks to e7. Knight e4, knight d6, right? So done there, done this. a3. I believe Ding analyzed this position also. Although a3 is not one of the top moves here. Alright, so we're playing the first line, right? So a3. And now rook ac8 first, and I think he just blundered knight c7, right? I think Jan actually misremembered the line here. You have to play rook c8 first, and then g5. Why? Yeah, but black looks completely okay, yeah? So I think he just misplayed it. Because after g5, Knight c7, white is just winning. Yeah, Nepo just blundered. Yeah, just one move. Yeah, Nepo has 14 minutes, right? My God. The guy refuses to change his ways. He has 14 minutes. He forgets his preparation. Yeah, just spend one minute on the move. Just spend 1 minute. Just remember, try to remember. He has 14 minutes, 16 minutes, more than what he started with, and he just blunders in one move. This is what happens, right? Yeah, maybe he was playing too much Hearthstone. Yeah, not much chess. Not that. Yeah, you don't do this. Yeah, I mean 97. You can just resign. Let's look at his facial expression. Cyrillic. Let's look at his facial expression, because this is gonna be really, he's gonna be disgusted with himself. I'm pretty much sure about that. Yeah, but he keeps doing the same thing, right? He keeps doing the same thing. Look at Nepo. He looks very sad, yeah? I think they're behind. I think the translation is behind. Oh, he looks very tired. So okay, so maybe that's the reason why. Maybe that's the reason why. He was playing too many games. Maybe last night he didn't get some sleep or something. Ding just looks like he is lost. Yeah, he looks like he's lost. You know, he's like this prey. You know, he's pity me. Or he looks concentrated. I don't know. Look at Jan. He's like, you know, yeah. 97. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Yeah, he blunders. He has so much time and he blunders, right? So what happened here? Let's go back here. No, that wasn't the game. So rook c8. So knight c5, knight d4, b4, and ooh, what happened? Where did black go wrong? a4, knight d4, b4, knight c6. Okay, nowhere. All right, so he has to find this knight d5. He has to find this knight d5 move. And the idea is if knight d5, e4, then you have this famous trick with b3, and boom, and queen happens, right? This is a pretty famous trick. So this is the reason why you play b3 here, because this pawn cannot be attacked. And this looks pretty... I'll probably start with knight c3 here, because after knight b4, ab is forced, but if you do this, then knight a2, right? So I would probably start with this move, and then check first, and then knight c1, grab this pawn, and shake hands, right? So probably knight d5 has to be played. Let's see if he finds knight d5. Oh, he plays a3 first and knight d5 now. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. The zodiac sign is what would happen if one side got another move. Oh, I see. I think there is same someone who tells him that he's man. All right. I don't know. Okay, so let's see what happened. Queen e5. Let's go back. So queen e5 happened. Yeah, like to move. Grab. Obviously, knight goes into the center. Yeah, but black is just lost because of that one silly move. I don't understand how Nepo can play this. How can he play like this? I mean, it's still kind of an important tournament, right? Maybe though, these guys are tired because they've been playing non-stop chess since what, April 18th, I think. They've been playing chess for a week now, for 4 hours a day, maybe more, right? So they're probably sick and tired of chess. Only chess on analysis board. +1 for Naka. Yeah, I think he actually misplayed here. Yeah, I think he misplayed it. He played a3, right? What happened here? a3, and this is not good because if white gets this pawn, then he gets 2 versus 1, and then this is gonna be weak. So Fabi is like I don't know, his endgames skills, man. He needs to work on them. So e4 is a draw. It's not so obvious though, right? But f3 for some reason is much better because Your king comes, but so is white king. All right, so it's not such a, it's still a draw. Unless I'm mistaking something, you have to take this pawn. King e7, king f2. And now knight d5 is the only move. Wow. I would think that this is losing move, yeah, because obviously you go here and you play something like this, and this looks very, very, very lost to me. You know, the far pawn, and then the king is ready to rock and roll on the king side, right? So maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Let's see, f5, f4, probably g4, king c6. Ah, but white does this hat trick, right? He goes for this pawn. Ah. And then you have b5, and this is winning because now the king grabs this pawn and goes to the king side. You gotta know your king's pawn endgames, right? You gotta know them. So the computer, you know, the horizon effect was there. That's why he didn't suggest this move, which is why black should actually play knight c3 now. But then, yeah, but then this knight c2, just you get this pawn. So, right, so what happened this game? h6, queen c3. Looks pretty logical. Queen c3, main line. Not even the third line, right? Rook d3, rook b3 would be inhuman to see. Queen c3 is a human way to play this position because you basically get this queen away. If queen moves anywhere, like queen d6, then now you can hit it, right? And then it's just completely lost. So Jan is completely lost. He is completely lost. He knows it. We all know it. Yeah, queen e7, queen g6. Yeah, but still trying to keep the queens on board. But this knight, he just blocks everything. So he's gonna lose this game. So let's go back and see what happened here. So we see f3 actually being played. You know, guys, to be honest, I think Naka is actually a stronger player in the endgame. So this was very, very smart of him to play this, to go for the endgame against Fabi. Because, yeah, see, Fabiano just made a mistake. He played really carelessly here. Yeah, that's pretty strange to me. Duki, you say that Jan was streaming until 3 a.m.? Really? Wow, he's crazy. Thank you for following. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, Nakamura is one of the top endgame players. You know, he had that schooling. Yeah, I noticed this about the Fabiano, right? He actually also, yeah, I find it really strange that in the end games, sometimes he is being careless. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes he does. Sometimes he plays perfect chess, but sometimes he just plays carelessly, yeah? And now he can lose because of this, yeah? Because Hikaru's got his golden chance. The king walks, yeah, to d3, knight c2, he grabs the pawn on a3, two pawns start to roll. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Oh, we see a lot of black moves. We see a lot of action here. So let's go back. Why there were all red moves, I'm not sure on the bomb, but it looks pretty good. Queen f5 is a huge threat. Queen f5, right, trading the queens. If white trades the queens, it's game over. He has extra pawn and an exchange. And knight e7 is also a threat. And if rook e6, then you can even, yeah, then you just get the file. So the question is, can you play rook d6, and then you have to give up this pawn as well in order to play g4. But even if you cannot really take on f3 because, you know, you're opening those murdering files against your own king. So I don't know. So let's see what happens here. Okay, what happened here? Queen d7, rook c5. I see. So rook c5 has been played. Okay, and Dvoretsky is very hard. I have to tell you, Dvoretsky is very, very hard. I tried to do some of his books on the end games. You know, it's like really hard. I mean, when you're like 2450 or okay, when you're 2500, then you can even start to consider approaching his books. Because like huge lines, huge memorization process. I would start with some simple studies, just studies, because a lot of studies, they have a lot of theoretical effect. Maybe. I like how Ding plays. So the more dangerous bishop by far is this bishop on g7. So why block this light squared bishop when you can actually go after the dark squared bishop? That makes a lot of sense to me. That makes perfect sense. In fact, the knight on f5 is now attacking a lot of stuff, preparing, for example, later in the future this aggression with the rook. This knight transfer is a super GM plan, guys. Watch how the super GM plays. See, he improves his position. The queen on the 7th, right? The rook on the 2nd protects everything. So the only piece that was not optimized was this knight. And now he plays knight f5. To 2000 FIDE player. What book would you recommend to a 2000 FIDE player? You need, start working on the calculation skills. I don't know. I was always recommending Augard books, right? He was doing a lot of those calculation books and middle game books, so those were good. He actually was a huge fan of Ulf Anderson, the way I see it. And Ulf is always a hugely positional player. So, just study some of your classics. If it won't actually hurt to go over some World Championship games, get your history right, get your openings, so that would be helpful, I think. I would probably recommend Gary's The Great Predecessors book, because, it was monumental work, all the past champions. It's kind of complicated, but still, really good book. So we see knight c2 here, and Fabiano is thinking, or what? What's going on here? Yeah, so white is basically winning here, right? He just grabs this pawn, knight goes to c4, and he wins. So h5, g4 is the only way for black to play this. Trying to sort of play g4 and minimize the effect of the structure. So if black plays g4 after taking on g4, h4, black sort of gets his own 2 pawns in the center, right? So that might be the thing. Alright, so let's see what happened here. This was not what happened actually, so we saw that there was no king e7, but knight d1 was played. Basically the same thing. h5. Let's check the beast mode. The beast mode says b4 and not rush with knight a3. I think it doesn't matter. You can actually take on a3 and play knight c4 anyway. I'm pretty sure white is gonna take on a3, and after g4, just gonna grab. I'll probably play knight c4 here. Just to get rid of this knight c2, because this endgame should be winning for white. It should be winning, and the reason it is winning is because you have this h3 break in the end. For example, if you take like this, right, a4, if black plays simple chess like this, then you play here, c5, you put that pawn on a6, and black sort of, his king is stuck now, so you can play this. Yeah, now you do this thing, right? Now you do this thing, you go king g2, and that's how you win. And then you break through with h3, and you win the game, right? Because these 2 pawns just hold that king. Alright, so that's how you win the pawn endgame. Let's see what have they done. King c5. What happened in Nakamura's game? So knight c2 was played. So let's go back. Did he resign? Did Nepo resign here? Yeah, he resigned. Okay, yeah, it was a resignable game. Yeah, basically, you know, he has a great preparation, but then he screwed up one move carelessly or tired. Either way, let's go back to this this position, right? So we can now switch to this game, and let's go back to here. So h5, knight c2, oh, g4. And then we see knight c2 being played. Knight e3, knight hits the pawn on g4, so black doesn't have f4, and white is ready to basically roll these pawns, right? That is the plan. Knight e4 check. I don't know what the black hopes for here. Actually don't, because this looks like really bad. Thank you for following. Chess YouTube just rated the channel with 334 viewers. Thank you guys. Thank you for rating me. ChessTube TV. Great. Thank you. So what is going on here? The knight on e3 is perfect. Black probably wants to play knight f6 followed by f4. That's the only way for black probably to get his pawns rolling. And of course now the question, where will this king go? And for some reason the computer refuses to do his thing. So let's make a guess. I'll probably say king c4. Then you have knight d2 check, right? So knight f3. And this looks okay for black, yeah? Maybe. So let's rush with the pawn. Let's just simply push the pawn. Oh, I think pushing the pawn just wins, right? So black cannot really do that. And if king walks, then knight takes e5, so this is winning for white. So this probably doesn't look good, so knight f6, but then a4 anyway, f4, and now of course the question how to play here. And I really don't want to play knight g2 here. I really wanted to take this pawn. Maybe knight f1. And it's kind of tricky. So let's see what happened their game. Oh, he played knight f1. Okay, I see. I see. So let's get this thing rolling again. Naka playing second game, right? And let's see this. So Naka plays king c6. More aggressive move. Probably he's right. You know, the king is just better cutting off that king, and plays a4. f4, simply knight f1. Yeah, that makes sense. So the pawns are rolling. Black is lost. So it has to play this. a5, knight d5, king c5 probably has to be played. So we have e4. But then king d4. Then this wins. So black can't even play e4 here. That's a disaster, right? Because white just plays this move. So for example, if f2, then already the pawn is right there. This pawn is way behind. Yeah, this is just winning. King d7, king rolls, this b pawn rolls, knight holds these two together. Yeah, so Hikaru actually outplayed Fabi in this knight endgame. Frankly, like, very surprising, but okay. So yeah, I'm very surprised how Fabi made that mistake. Yeah, real surprised. Yeah, this mistake, this move, a3, knight d5 holds, and a3 does not. Yeah, yeah. Calculation. No automatic moves. You have to calculate, guys. Don't be lazy. That's what you gotta do. Thank you for following, guys. Thank you for knight f1 seems good enough. Yeah. He played the model endgame. Yeah, Naka did. Actually, that was perfect endgame from Naka. Perfect. Just perfect game. So e4, king d4, and knight f6 is a6. So black is just lost. Yeah. So let's see how this plays out. All right, let's see how this plays out. Knight d4. Let's see the faces. we can see that Naka, he knows he's winning, right? He's actually like an actor. He's looking at the camera. He knows the camera is there. You know, he knows people are watching him. So he's being an artist, right? He's also, you know, it's important to him, you know, to understand how people look at him. So he's a born artist. You know, he's an actor. Okay, he's definitely an actor. He is completely winning. Yeah, Fabi, he's really poor Fabi. Yeah, he knows he's lost. Completely equal knight endgame, and he lost it. Wow. Hi guys, hi man. Yeah, he's really bothered by that. Because you know you know your own weaknesses, right? You know your strengths and weaknesses. You should, right? And then you know, when you know your weaknesses, you should kind of work with them, kind of work with that position. Yeah, Fabi is pissed off. All right. Yeah, he is completely lost. That's the price you pay for King C6. That's the price you pay for not being accurate enough. All right, A6, and yeah, white. You know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of white gets AB pawns and GH pawns. So black can actually get these two pawns, but then white is gonna gobble these pawns G4, F3, and then he's gonna have, you know, symmetrically opposite the other two passers, right? Yesterday was shut up moment from Giri. Okay, Giri, he loves attention, so that's all I can say about that. But he did play well. He did play well against Magnus, but Magnus was only... Magnus was playing like half of himself. At half strength, you know? Giri was probably playing at 150%. Yeah, he was really motivated, yeah? But, yeah. So, what is going on? 1-0. Very good game by Naka. And we already see this game starting. So, let's go now to this game. We are looking at Caruana versus Fabiano, and we are also looking at Nepomniachtchi versus Ding, game number 3. So far, the overall score is what? So, Hikaru managed to take revenge. That means 1-1. And Ding wins the game, and the first game is draw. So that's where we stand. And we see yet another anti-Berlin, right? These guys are repeating basically their first game, but then we see black. In the first game, we have seen black play knight d7, bishop f8 plan, right? And now we see something different. Jan has to win, so he has to push for some aggression. The reason why he plays knight g4 is that white's bishop went to c3. He's no longer controlling this h6 square. So after castling, I suspect black wants to play f6. And the idea is that knight goes to f7, right? But of course, after bishop d2, there's a small problem with that. And I'm not sure. Although this looks like a computer line after f5, maybe black is okay. So I'm pretty sure this is all prep. Maybe I would even say that Nepo is probably showing some of his candidates prep. Actually, Nepo is playing. Yeah. So Nepo is just probably playing some lines that he actually analyzed for the candidates, and Ding is. So what happened in the game? Am I far ahead? So knight g4. All right, knight g4. Let's go knight g4, and white is thinking. What is he thinking about? What is he thinking about? There's only... I mean, you're not really thinking about taking this pawn, are you? I mean, no person in his right mind would give up the whole rook here. It just doesn't work that way. So he has to make this castle, right? He has to make this castle. Magnus had an I will win anyway, whatever I do attitude. I really doubt it. I think he was. You guys, if you guys watch the tweets, you remember how Magnus later tweeted, "Well done, sir. Now go win another game so we can play again," right? So he actually congratulated Girion his win, and no, he said something about justification for inviting him into this tournament. So it was kind of grats, but also at the same time it's sort of like a backhanded compliment, right? That's what it's called, right? So anyway, Magnus and Girion, they have this married couple relationship, yeah? It's kind of complicated. Okay. So nothing here. F6. Oh, G5. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot about G5 completely. I forgot about this move. Wow. Wow. Yes, I'm a US citizen. I have been US citizen since 1996. 96. When I quit chess, I became a US citizen in the summer. So that's when it happened. I remember it. We were like at the huge stadium. It was like a massive ceremony. And it was pretty incredible. Badass, for sure. H3 played, yeah? Alright. This guy started yet? No. H3, okay. And, yeah, but this G5 is like, I don't know. This kind of looks very, very risky, yeah? Well, I understand that the black has to do something against this F4, but this is like way drastic. So he gets this knight to F7, and then he basically wants to play bishop E6, H5 maybe. And I don't know. This is interesting, yeah. Obviously, white plays bishop E3. Black is going to keep his bishop. So bishop E3, probably bishop F8. Although I will not be surprised if he can actually capture this bishop, but probably not. So the question is, knight H2 makes perfect sense. You sort of take control of the G4 square. You open your queen, and you prepare for that eventual invasion to the F5 square, right? That's what it looks like, but Jan is a fighter, and that's the reason he goes H4 and goes to this type of position. He doesn't want to wait and see how black is going to attack him. He is going to probably play bishop E3 and then go with this knight H2, G3, F4 plan. Yes, they have a friendly relationship. How did it come about you becoming US citizen? I moved to the US in 1989. So it took me 7 years to become US citizen. It took me 1 year to become green card holder, and I think it's pretty normal in 5 years to become a US citizen if you are a green card holder. So it was basically following a standard immigration procedure, nothing unusual. Could you suggest learning the Jabava London system? I know about what you call exactly Jabava London system, because Jabava system that I know that he sometimes plays is d4, knight c3, queen d2, b3, bishop b2. If you're talking about d4, knight c3, bishop f4, to my mind that system actually is called the Alexeyenko St. Petersburg variation, because because these guys have been analyzing playing that line forever. They're a huge specialist in that line. So I'm not sure about this Jabava or Alexeyenko lines. I just know that these lines exist. All right. Thank you, guys. So knight e3, knight h2 first. Ooh, rook e6, aggression. Also prepares to kick white queen away from h5. But look at this, rook h6, yeah. Or maybe just I don't know. This rook e6. Wow. Yeah, Ding is like on fire. Yeah. No, I actually think he's gonna play queen to f6, queen to g6, then bishop d7, Then king goes, then the other rook goes to g8, and basically he's just gonna attack white. Like, he's gonna hit the Jan's king with everything he's got. I like rook e6. I like rook e6. Yeah, definitely prepares against that queen h5. Probably prepares rook g6 followed by g4, right? Since the bishop is here. And yeah, I mean, knight e3, rook g6. But Jan is not an easy to beat player, right? He plays knight f5. And now the second knight is going to e3. And then even he might consider playing g4 at some point. Yeah, Jan is very resourceful. Let's not discount Jan. I have actually faith in Jan. So let's see it. Thank you for following, guys. So these guys have not started yet. Yeah, have they? Yeah, they haven't started yet. So exchange has happened. And now queen f3 probably. And white will be forced to play g4 at some point. And then black will react with h5. So it's going to be a huge mess. Because white will not have time to play f3. Because you really want to play g4, king g2, and f3. If you manage to do all that, you win. Just win. But you don't. You don't have time for that. Because after queen f3, queen d5, if you play g4, you're immediately going to be hit by h5 thing. Immediately. Maybe not in this particular move order, but in this move order for sure. So this is going to be knight e4, rook f5. This is going to be really close to a draw, although this triple pawn, hey, it might give me nightmares, yeah. Alright, so queen g4 has been played, and queen d5. Wait. What did I get wrong? Okay, so queen g4. Oh, they started. Alright, so we see the same game as the, I think game 1, right? Or game 1, right? So we see the same thing. We see h4 plan. And for some reason, Hikaru is really going for the structure. So he's going to be a repeat of the first game, except that maybe Nakamura is going to improve somewhere. Alright. Okay, h6. But now queen h3 and g4. Maybe even, I don't know. I like white position now, yeah? The small trick, yeah? So you can't do that. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful here with black. Which is why computer likes queen d6. After rook move, Q ice battle by Prokofiev. Oh, I don't remember any stuff by Prokofiev, to be honest. I do recall that this name was very popular. I'm quite ignorant in music these days. I'm not following the classical stuff. Not following it. Sorry. And what we have here, Ding is thinking 10 minutes to 10 minutes. Finally, you know what I suspect? In order for Jan to play really well, he should analyze, but not too deeply. Yeah. So at some point he starts to play on his own, and he starts thinking, and then he comes up with brilliant moves, right? Because if he analyzes like really deep, he might mess up the move order like he did in the previous games. After rook move, moves are coming. What moves are coming? I don't see any moves. Queen d7 has been played. Oh my god, what? What just happened? Are you serious? Oh, he's gonna just sacrifice that rook? Look at this queen d7. Didn't we just talk about this? Come on, guys. Are you serious? My god, what is going on? Now it's the Ding turn to blunder, yeah? Alright, so here take, probably have to take. And, oh, bishop a5. Bishop h4. What is going on? Yeah, but but black's bishop is much better than white's bishop, right? Look at this poor bishop. It's just ridiculous. Wait. It's black to move, right? So, Yeah, but black has this weakness on c6, yeah, so it's a tripling on the c file. So wait a second, I don't understand this. What is this position? So the computer thinks white is still better here, yeah, because of that bishop c7 trick. It's kind of tricky, yeah, kind of tricky. So tricky position because take. Computer likes queen g4 first and then f6. I kind of think that would actually have been a better idea. So take on h4, rook c1. Bishop has to go to e7, of course, but now white is just going to triple on the c file. And black better create some threats, right? But like what? Ooh, you know what black might thinking? He might thinking about playing something like queen g5, e5, c5, and then this rook is going to swing over. I think that's a perfectly reasonable suggestion for black, yeah? Because if this rook switches over to the h file, imagine how this king is going to feel, right? It's gonna be interesting. I like this. So, Dean game finished. He resigned. Really? Oh my god, you guys saw this, right? I just showed you why this move was bad. And he just, when he goes and then he just falls for this. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable to me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, just play king g7, you know, you don't have to lose immediately. Okay, so you played the bad move. Okay, we're very sad about that, but let's just, you know, just continue playing, fighting, because there's still some fight left. Yeah, I mean, white doesn't have f4, he doesn't have d4. You know, a guy like Lasker, he would think he would have very strong chances to outplay his opponent with black here. You know, I mean, you have to play g4, right? You have to play g4 now to protect the pawn. And then after rook h8, this poor queen has to go to h5. It's just huge possibilities here. If black somehow can get this knight to f6 then, and then push for this h5, you know, there's still a lot of play left. He just resigns, yeah. I don't understand this. All right, so I guess it's a trade back, right? So now they are at 50. Now they're equal, and we are looking at this crazy game. Yeah, we're looking at this crazy game. You don't see such structures every day. Yeah, bishop on a5 looks kind of funky, but what is black going to do here? The queen c2 and rook c1 are coming really fast, all going, you know, to attack this pawn on c6. They're all going to attack this pawn. Oh, by the way, I'm wondering if this stuff works. Oh, this stuff works also. So if I press different buttons, it actually becomes a different color, yeah? So bishop d6. All right, so let's analyze this. See, the computer likes e5 here. I kind of like this move too. I actually prefer d5 because if you take and then queen c2. Remember what I told you? Black can now just play c5 because you can never recapture, right? Black is just winning. So after e5, you have to play this move. And then this pawn is kind of weak. Black should be okay here for sure. I just don't know how. But I have the feeling he should be okay. Even simple rook c8 maybe, yeah? Because this bishop is not going anywhere. You cannot play b5 because this bishop is hanging. And bishop has no squares. All these squares are taken. So this looks pretty good for black. So I don't know. Okay, so he played bishop d6 immediately. Queen has to go to c2, right? So I'm going to close this game. I'm going to start the... oh, there is no other game. Alright, so let's go bishop to d6. And queen c2 has to be played. The only other move I can see is that the computer suggestion is f3. The idea is to, you know, open some files. Potentially your king can run over to the queen side, right? Because this formation is just very powerful blocking. It's a powerful blocker, right? So f3 is very interesting. Again, e5 maybe, yes. What happens if you play f5? Then white just plays f4, and even though all his pawns are on the dark squares, black bishop has no targets, and these are weak pawns. Maybe black is okay here, but this is a risk, yeah. So this is the reason why you don't play f5 here. So maybe e5, and then we see this computer line, queen f3, queen h4, probably not that great, right? Because f7 pawn is hanging, so you gotta take this, and you have this structure, right? So the idea behind bishop d6 was basically just take away the square from white's bishop. I think this is pretty, yeah, this should be equal, because white can now play b5, and that bishop on a5 is not coming, is not entering the game anytime soon. So let's see what happened in the game. Queen c2, standard move, right? Queen c2. Makes sense. Bishop a5 is glorified pawn. The ex-prime minister of Greece wants you to join his lead chess team. Learning chess. Minister of Greece. Alright. And I can call myself an ex-minister of my home. Yeah. Just kidding. Actually, I'm a president. My wife is a vice president. Yeah. All right. Okay. So what is going on here? H5. Wow. All right. You guys, maybe she is a real president. Yeah, the dark cardinal, the great cardinal. Yeah, the real power behind in our household. Yeah, you guys might be right. You know, sometimes I agree. Yeah, sometimes I feel like my wife is the true powerhouse, the person who is running the household. But you know, I feel like she makes me feel like I am the president. So I'm pretty happy with that. So okay. Yes, I heard. There's famous Ukrainians saying that the husband is the head and the wife is the neck, right? So basically the neck, where it turns, that's where it goes. Yeah, she was inspiration for my book, exactly. Thank you, Giga. The wife changed the questions. Yeah, that's true. So I guess most of my audience has serious girlfriends, long-time relationships, and wives, yeah? That's why, like, we should call this like married people channel, yeah? Maybe. Like married people chess channel, yeah? Maybe. Yeah. Searching for the answers together. Right. Married 20 years. Very good for you. Very happy for you, man. Yeah, sometimes you gotta wait for a long time to find the one. Oh, you've been single, Andromeda, but you're like what? You're a very young man, yeah. So don't worry, you'll find somebody you will want to die for. For fun guy. Wow. Yeah, exactly. People explain to this guy why he's 20. He should be actually celebrating. Yeah, because you have time from 20 to 30 to 35. You have 15 years to basically just, enjoy your life to the fullest. And then you'll have enough experience to find the right one for you. Exactly right person for you. And then you'll be celebrating this newfound meaningful relationship. All right. Thank you for the raid. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the raid, guys. Thank you, Randy. All right. Yeah, but you need to get experience with the better halves, humanity's better halves, because sometimes things can get very complicated. Not gonna spoil it for you. You gotta need to figure out things on your own, right? That's all we have to do. So Queen e2, h5, right? Rook c2. I like the computer evaluation, queen e2. And basically, if black plays rook a8, then he cannot do that, right? The rook has to stay here, otherwise this bishop goes to c5, and then this pawn becomes a monster. So after queen e2, rook goes to c8, rook goes back, and white cannot really make any progress. So the only thing I want to check is this sack, right? Because to me this sacrifice looks very strong. Very strong, because black king now is going to be under attack. This bishop, if he joins the attack, potentially will be devastating. Yeah. So the computer thinks this is not so hard for white, but look at the evaluation. It changes, right? I kind of like this exchange sack. I think Petrosian would be really proud of this exchange sack. And then, you know, because this king is like, you know, anything, right? You have rook g5, you have queen h4, rook h5. I mean, this, right, possibility. And then you have this idea, right? Then, I mean, this exchange sack looks actually very interesting to me. So let's see what happens. And I think Nakamura actually realizes that his position might be actually dangerous, yeah? So what's going on? Did the other guys start yet? No, they only show 3 games. Oh, they started. So Jan is playing his last game for today. Okay. e4. This is like a new wave move. You play e4, and then without playing d3. This is like new wave kid, right? King's Indian. Because if black takes on e4, then just basically rook e1, knight e5, right? So white plays a kid with an extra tempo. So it's no longer a kid, right? So black has to play bishop e7 or d6. And white is going to go for rook e1, c3, d4. Maybe. I hope. So this is going to be interesting. Definitely no preparation here. Maybe they both looked at some lines. So Ding decides, I think Ding decided in previous game just to sort of let Jan equalize because it's a fun tournament, right? So now they're going to play a real game, no theory. Yeah, they both are huge theoreticians, right? So they're just going to be playing chess here. That's what I hope for. Just chess, and whoever is stronger. I kind of like Ding, you know, he is that, he's a cool guy. He gives you chances, right? He gives you chances, actually. Very generous of him. So what's going on here? The situation, and now I think Fabiano, he has to sack this exchange because he's got to sack it. Because otherwise the black pawns are just rolling, right? h4, g6, king g7, followed by h3, rook h8, potentially, yeah? Attack here. So rook c5 has to be played. So we're waiting for this rook c5 move. I'm gonna check it here. Because I think this just the exchange sack is so powerful. It makes a lot of sense. Because both rooks, this bishop is, look at the white rooks, right? They're just standing there doing nothing. And so are black rooks. So after this exchange sack, you know, black will have no powerful bishop. And white will have an attack. And he'll get this h5 pawn. So maybe h5 was probably not that accurate here, right? See, the computer shows h5 was probably not the accurate move. So maybe you start slowly with g6 and then h5, yeah? And that's the reason why I think rook c5 will be very strong. I think Magnus will play it probably for sure. So we have this position. Bishop e7. What are we looking at? Maybe c3, d4, yeah, maybe. Also, black wants to take on e5, and then just castle, play d6, d5 maybe. Or just waiting for white. Maybe white is gonna be dumb enough to take on c6, allow black to recapture the d pawn, and then get this sort of structure, which is pretty good for black. So, so I don't know. So we see some games have been played here actually, some people. Oh, Albert Lev actually played it back in 1980. Wow. Okay, so this is an old forgotten line, I guess. Yes. You guys, we found this. Fabi goes for it. Alright, Fabi. You can do it. Yeah. This position is a lot easier to play for white than for black. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So what are we gonna see here? I'm not sure what we're looking for actually, yeah? I mean, even in terms of the material, white is okay. So queen e3, rook g5, f6. What happened? This happened. Ooh, I just actually missed it. Yeah, white plays c4. Very interesting. So he foresees black trying to go for d5, and instead he keeps his bishop on g2 open, right? But after bishop e6, if white plays d3, d5, it just... you cannot play d5, right? Because that bishop on e7 will be hanging. So we're expecting d3, and possibly just rook b8, and then maybe bishop g5. So, but d3 is passive, right? You really want to play b3 and d4. So how about b3 here? I'm just looking at this line. Is this line playable? But then you take with the bishop, right? And then you take this. This should win. Oh, actually, yeah, you take with the bishop, now you can take with the knight. Because I was worried about this. If you take it in the wrong sequence, right? If you take it like this and you have bishop f6 or something like that. So you need to take it with the bishop first and then with the knight. So that's the sequence. So, but if black doesn't play this, then you have d4. And you sort of have this very powerful bishop. And yeah, black should be probably a little slightly worse here. I don't know. It looks to me that way. So what happened here? f5. Whoa, f5. And okay, bishop e6, bishop e7, and d4, bishop e6. I see. So missing a lot of moves. So bishop e7 happened. I kind of like b3 to be honest, and then d4. I thought that was better, but maybe this is okay for white too. Yeah, the computer says it's slightly better for white. Yeah. So this is the current position. Yeah, and b3. All right, so this is slightly better for white. Black will have this weakness in the center. And let's go back to this position. We have h5, preventing rooks from switching over. But we got Naka on the defensive, right? That's what you want. That is what you want. Naka on the defensive with bunch of weaknesses and naked king. That is what you want to get. I'm pretty sure Naka is not happy with his position. See, whenever Naka sits like this, it means he is not very happy. You know, I figured this out. You know, guys, you should watch your opponents and learn to read your opponent like poker, because chess is like poker in a lot of ways. So just, you know, don't look at them like all the time, because you need to focus on the game. But sometimes you gotta watch the opponent. Just, you know, what do? You don't watch him like you're sitting across him and watch him, right? You don't do that. So what do? You make a move, you get up, and then sort of you watch him from the side. Because when he feels like he's not being watched, right? He's kind of showing his more or less like his real color, and he's gonna be like, you know, thinking stuff. And you see here, you know, Hikaru's not very happy. Nepo, he is really pissed off. He's really angry. He wants to fight. Dink is very hard to read, of course. And but Fabi, he's like really pressing, right? He's really pressing. Of course, Fabi is also difficult to read, but that's what I read so far. Okay. G3. Ooh, in a position like this, slow moves like that. G3, no, no G3, please. I was expecting bishop c7 really here, but then of course I understand it can be scary, but this bishop on e5 is just mother of bishops, right? This is the mother of bishops, man. And white king pretty safe here. because again, h file is under control. Queen b1, queen g3, so queen h1, queen g6, and you have to play this move, and after rook c6. This looks pretty good for white, I would say. Yeah, probably not winning though, yeah? So he really doesn't want to get those rooks into the game, I understand. So g3, alright, g3. Yeah, but yeah, okay, I missed this f5 move. I thought white's position was just so much better, but I guess I missed it. What about rook e5 here? And we see this very computer move c5. Wow, what is this? What is this? Ah! Alright, check first and then e5, and then suddenly you have this rook going to the h6. Wow. Queen f5, rook h6, king g3, queen h1. Murder she wrote, yeah? And then queen h5 check. And just murder. Murder in town. So you cannot play rook e5, my god. You really want to, yeah? So what happened? Let's go back here. g3. Yeah. Alright, so that exchange sack. Look very natural to me though. Very natural. Queen a3. White misses queen g6 first, because after rook f8, black really wants to play rook f6, rook h6, king h7. Yeah, Naka is very smart. Naka is very smart. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I don't have time for that. I'll go rook a5. This might be actually a draw. But yeah, you don't want to play this. But after queen d3, yeah, this does no good. Over the board is real action, heart rate up and down. Yeah, you're correct. So rook b4. So what are we looking at? We are looking at Jan starting to attack this weak pawn. And he is doing good, I think, right? He is doing good because he's gonna grab this pawn. He is gonna grab this hopper. And we got this extra pawn. Probably rook takes. And black faces unpleasant task of defending that inferior endgame. So this is still boring. So still pretty boring. Boring endgames, right? We have the real action here. So let's go to the action. What is going on here? Queen d3. So you see, white made a series of violet moves, like really not that greatest. See, the computer says bishop c1, bishop e5 was the best. And that's what I felt it was the best. You know, immediately get the bishop to e5. So, and after a series of these moves, instead of king g2, queen g6. And after this series of moves, ooh. Okay, so white is going for a draw. He's gonna capture this pawn, and then he's gonna have bishop and the pawn, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 4. Okay, so this looks drawish enough. Yeah, okay. Fabi, you know, you're doing smart thing. You know, just going for a draw. I like this. I like this. You know, he's very practical. One thing is about Fabiano, he is also very practical dude. So the question is, he's gonna probably keep the bishop here, make sure this rook doesn't enter, and black has to try to protect this pawn with the king, and then get that rook to b5, right? So let's go over this board. So what happened here? This, and I'm thinking the king runs to d7, the rook goes to b8, b5, right? During that time, white will probably put the bishop on c5 though. So it's going to be very close to a draw. You expect Hikaru to win this? Well, I don't know. This is still not an easy position to win because that bishop is extremely strong, right? For example, if you get the pawn to g4, thinking about, you know, doubling the rooks and then going for the mate somewhere. But if the white king runs, right, and then potentially bishop goes to f4, where he'll be protecting all these pawns. Alright, so we see g5. Okay, makes sense. So we see also probably king running to d6 with idea of rook a7, rook h7, right? That's what we're looking at. Because that's the only way for black to infiltrate. He has to infiltrate. Otherwise, the only way to play would be to exchange all these pawns, which will bring white closer to the draw. So, so these guys are still playing the third round game, right? Wait. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? Naka is only playing the third round game, and these guys are already playing the fourth round game, right? Okay, so and in both games we see end games, right? So you know, and actually in a lot of games in this tournament, we also we saw a lot of end games being played. A lot of games were decided in the end games. So you see how important it is to play these things well. Timed f4 break. How about timed g4 break? I like this better. I mean, I really like this g4 break because, you know, black takes here, then his double pawns will be horrible, and white's bishop gets to g3, it'll just draw immediately, yeah? Unless black sort of gets into the first rank and then there's some sort of mate here. But obviously white will run with his king, right, into e4 or something, and he'll just attack all these pawns. So it's gonna be a draw. I like this g4 move. I kind of like this. That's something that I would really consider playing for white. And g4 is the first line, right? Very good. You know, making sure, you know, your pawns are not being stuck on the dark squares. So the evaluation is 0.5, which is basically a draw. I don't see how black breaks through here. Not without that rook on c5 going and attacking all these things here. So this rook it doesn't allow me to... yeah, attacking all these pawns on the 5th rank. How to train endgame. Do a lot of studies. Play through the endgame specialists or the famous endgames. We should probably do a lecture on the famous endgames, historical endgames, right? I mean, we should probably do that. Yeah, I probably have to do that as well. So that's something on my list. First I need to do a video lecture on the London system, continue historical matches, now the endgame studies, right? Alright, yeah. Yeah, my wife actually keeps track of all your requests. She reads the chat most of the time. So thank you very much, darling. Yeah, she keeps tabs on you guys. So you know, yeah, if you want me to do something, then you know who to ask, right? All right. Wait. Why did you take on f5? My God, why do you take on f5? Black has this incredibly weak pawn on e6. You just give it to him, yeah. Why do you need to take on f5? I don't understand this. Of course, black wants to play rook d8, rook d5, but still, taking on f5 just, you know, basically gives... Now black, of course, is gonna plan on this f4 break. I mean, still probably a draw, but yeah, rook b5, rook b8 with idea of rook b5 was probably necessary. So he is preventing this. Now we see a lot of blitz coming. A lot of blitz. Rook e7 was probably the strongest, I agree. Rook c8, bishop. Oh, so there's gonna be... Oh, okay, they're gonna repeat this. Alright, they're gonna agree on a draw, but there's still a lot of play here, actually. You know, a lot of play here. I don't know. I think that, you know, black can really go and play for a win here a little bit. But he decided not to. Alright, he tries to save his energy, I guess. So they're gonna go into the Armageddon, right? This was the Oh wait, which game was this? Which game was this? Right, this was game number 3, right? This was game number 3, right? Okay, so this was game number 3. So they have the 4th game to go. With Naka playing white, he's gonna probably just take 5-8 to the Armageddon because he's way stronger. He's way faster there. So that's what we're looking at. And of course, we are looking here in this position. What happened here? And what the hell happened? So bishop c6. All right. So now I know where to look for, right? So bishop goes to c6, and they have this huge thing going. Rook f7. Wait. I need the computer here. All right. So rook bd8 was a draw for some reason. Why is it a draw? And if you take this, and then black is, yeah. Oh, bishop c6 check. Okay. That is not an easy line to see. And the idea is that if you play king g6, if this, then bishop e8, right? It just wins. There's a pin, right? So, but if king g4, then you have bishop d7, and the rook is off. Yeah, but bishop g6, wow. Not an easy move. Not an easy move, but after this, white is just winning completely. Completely winning. So Ding actually self-destructed. Oh, wait. Jan is playing black, right? So he self-destructed in the endgame again. Master, I was in my yoga classes, now chess. Very good. How to train, yeah. So Jan in endgames, he self-destructs here again, right? Basically, he self-destructed in the opening here. Bishop e6. Yeah, so he probably should not have taken this knight so early, right? Maybe rook b8 first. But I don't like this position at all now. All right, so you guys watch, how the grandmasters of the extra strength grandmasters, they play this position. You see, Ding plays c4 here, and black is in trouble. Black is in trouble. Bishop g4 had to be played, actually. Yeah, you had to play bishop g4 here to force white to block this bishop, or to play queen b3. Then you play rook b8, and white has no d4. Okay, so this is white still has d4, but it's probably not as lethal. And we see here bishop b7 played, d4, bishop e6. Okay, rook b4 was definitely not to be recommended. Rook e8 was better. Because this rook is gonna hit, right? It's got hit. Just hit, and you lost the pawn. Wait, bishop c6. And yeah, Jan just... Yeah, you should play bishop e6 for sure. You need to exchange pair of rooks. Because the extra pair of rooks on the board favors the side that has the advantage. Come on, I picked bishop c6. So this is the winning game for... Yeah, rook e8. Yeah, this is already very unpleasant, and okay. Yeah, this doesn't look very good for black. Endgame videos, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he missed that after this check and bishop e2, no king h4, right? Because rook h5 mate, but you have king h3, and that pawn on g5 on g7 is hanging, right? There's mate in 2 because bishop takes control of the f8 square. So this is winning. I think Jan just miscalculated this one. So he miscalculated for sure. And what he's thinking, let's see his expression. Yeah, Jan is very disappointed. Jan is very disappointed again. Yeah, he's very angry, right? You can feel that. You can sense that angry energy. So this is a draw. So we're gonna close this game. I'm gonna go to the 4th game, which haven't started yet. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. Yeah, very red move, right? So rook bd8 was the only move to keep the balance. And now white is just winning. The one who has the advantage should keep all the rooks. Traditionally, because your opponent has less chances to trade down to the draw something, right? Especially if you have opposite colored bishops. I mean, if you take off all rooks, this is draw. I mean, not now, because now you have 2 pawns up. But before that, if you trade everything down with 1 extra pawn, it's not enough to win the opposite colored bishops. If it was single colored bishop, then yes, you have good chances. But with the opposite colored bishops, the attack is always difficult to protect against, because you have no bishop that can oppose your opponent bishop. So which is why, it's famous, it's really well known that if you have opposite colored bishops, you should attack, because you have an extra bishop in the attack. Right, so what is going on here? Bishop d3 check. There's only one move, king g4. And bishop e2 check probably has to be played with the idea of g5, right? I think that's another thing that he was looking at. So let's take a look. So king f3. King f5, of course, bishop d3. So that was the computer suggestion, right, to play g5 here. And we have to take, and there is this rook e4 check maybe, yeah, which saves you from this attack. Yeah, but you still lose a lot of stuff. Probably just king takes, right? So these 2 pawns are enough to win the game, I think. So what happened, in fact, what happened that you took here, and now there will be probably just rook e7, rook c e7 maybe. All right, king g4. Well, the computer likes bishop d6, bishop e5. If that works, that's just end for black. Ding is down to 2 minutes. Bishop c1, double attack. Where? Alright, so what happened here was the king f5. We saw this move, right? King g4, rook h2. Here, and it's ding turn to think. And bishop d6 is +5, bishop c5 is plus this. There is no threat that black has. It makes perfect sense to put this bishop on e5, yeah. And then this king in h8 will be like really boxed in. Yeah, it doesn't look right. This doesn't look right, and bishop d6 has been played. And if rook g8, then it's just simple bishop e5 and rook takes, right? And all the checks in the world are coming to a rook or bishop near you. And white has 2 pawns, strong attack, winning. It's winning. Okay, Jan was fighting hard, but he didn't make it. He didn't make it against Dink. Yeah. Careless opening play. Yeah, careless opening play. That's one thing you should avoid. So check, and bishop d3, right? Then g4. It looks neat, right? I mean, this would look almost working, right? Like rook f5, but then there's a little g4 thing which completely messes up everything, right? Otherwise, this rook f5 thing works. Still losing after king f7, right? Amazing move, to be honest. Look at the white king. He's joining the attack. Yeah, this is bloody unbelievable. Yeah, so he is completely lost. Yes, they do, right? There is this. So what happened? He lost. Oh, they started playing the last round. All right, this is the last round game between Naka and Fabi. They're repeating the game which Fabi lost on the night, and he plays rook d8. Correct. Dukis, he's playing your move, right? Because you said that knight d7 was inaccurate, so rook d8 is more accurate. No knight d6 coming. Солнышко, ты мог... Это, да? Хорошо. А? Ну, тут ждать еще, мне еще там партию целую комментировать. Так. Ну, после комментария прошел бы, может быть. Хорошо. Угу. Yeah. Так. Итак, Black is under attack. Yeah. Yeah, he is lost. So this game is lost, and we probably gonna transfer to this game because this looks lost. Yeah, you did say exactly. So and bishop d2. What is going on? I don't know theory here. What does the theory say here? I would say that black's slightly worse here. Slightly worse. White pieces are just so active. So knight d7 probably has to be played. And then probably rook c1, e3 or something. The king will queen. Not sure. Maybe white wants to play bishop a5, but then b5 is playing great. So bishop a5 is not actually a threat. But maybe knight a5, maybe. Who knows? What about bishop e4? Bishop e4 with the idea of bishop d5. Does it work? See, that's the third line. But that's the most common line that I can think of. So, because bishop e4, bishop d5, you know, just to oppose this bishop. Kind of looks cool. So in the Magnus game, rook f2. All right. So we see rook f2 has been played. What is the point? Trying to play it. Oh, the point is nice. Bishop e5, rook takes e5, and you see how resourceful Jan is, and then Smate, yeah? Very resourceful. I like this rook f2 trick. Yeah. Bishop e5, rook e5, black wins. So let's see if white falls for that thing. Because he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time. Oh my god. Doesn't have time. Bishop c5 maybe though. Yeah. Bishop c5. And that is so tricky. Yeah, bishop c5 still wins, right? Because bishop goes to d4 now. Unless you play rook d2 and you play for tricks. Right? Bishop d4, bishop e2. And then, I don't know. f5. Okay, f5 is not easy. f5 is not easy. And the white is really long time. What is going on? We don't see this game. We don't see the game. I want to see that game. It's still going. Rook fc1, bishop e4, correct. So probably bishop f1. Yeah, it's a standard thing, like in Nimzo and in Queen's Indians. Sometimes when black plays bishop on e4, what white does, he puts the bishop on h3, and then with the idea of knight d2, kicking out this bishop without exchanging your bishop. So I'm thinking maybe the same thing works here. Of course, black will probably have bishop d5 though. So Kran looks stressed. Well, he's drinking water. He looks pretty okay. Yeah, but this is an American derby. You guys realize that these are Carano's #1 American player, right? For sure. And there is a question between number 2 and number 3, between Naka and Wesley. So if Naka beats now Fabiano, that actually improves a huge status for Naka, right? And Fabi, you know, I mean, if he wins, okay, people will say he's okay. He's #1. He's expected to win. But if he loses, then there will be huge, you know, chorus of voices will be saying like, "Hey, Naka is like almost as good. He's better, in fact." Yeah. So you know, whenever the top Americans meet and they play each other, it's actually a huge thing. It's a huge thing. There's a prestige and everything. I kind of like bishop b4. So let's go back to this. Wait, bishop c5 was played, right? And rook d2 has been played. And what do we have here? What do we have here? Bishop b4. Still winning though, yeah? I mean, it's the same idea. Bishop c3 is coming. Bishop c3 is coming, whether you want it or not, it is coming. And they don't show Yin Yan's game for some reason. They don't. Wow. And rook c2 has to be played, I guess. Has to be played, otherwise it's bishop c3, it's game over. And if you play rook c2, then I don't think Dink will find this rook c7 though. It's really difficult to find. I think that if rook c2, most logical thing to do would be probably to take this rook. Black cannot capture because of bishop c3. He has to capture this rook. Most likely check. And then another check. And then bishop c3. And the threat is bishop here and here. And if rook e7, then you have two extra pawns. Still pretty winning position, right? So Dink is very solid. Let's see what he is. Okay, so this is exactly what happened, right? King g6, check on c6, and then bishop c3. So this is exactly what's going on here. So bishop b4, and it's black to move, of course. So it's a question of playing c5, right? We saw how the equal knight endgame turned out to be a nightmare for Fabiano in game 2, right? So he's now kind of been afraid of just going to this technical positions against Naka, because Naka, he's got skills, man, right? He's got technical skills. He's got the chops. He's got the skills to win equal endgames, meaning he is actually, you know, he masters that stuff. He is an all-around well player now. Well-rounded, universal player, plus speedy demon, right? And yeah, Naka is definitely in the top player in the world, undoubtedly, and will be so for the next 5-6 years at least. Yeah, I mean, he was always a huge talent, always, but you know, the candidates, you really need this huge amount of support. You need the huge team. You need all that stuff, and but first you need to qualify for that, and qualification is all about luck, yeah? I mean, he probably should qualify like Giri, just by rating. Just be very, very, you know, very egoistic about it. Just, you know, gather those rating points and qualify by rating. That's what he should do. Because, you know, right now I think Hikaru is way stronger than Giri. Way stronger. More experienced, more talented, more tricky, more everything. Like, remember that Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, right? I mean about the new one, you know, with this English actor. He is very cool. And remember, there's the line he says that, why do they fear you? Because I'm better. Better at what? Better at everything, right? And that's what I'm gonna say, because right now Naka is just better at everything than Giri. So he should probably just, you know, try to qualify by rating. Be smart about it. You know, if he doesn't, he can qualify by other means. So what happened here, we saw this, right? And then, so I deviated somewhere, right? I deviated somewhere where, what happened? Okay, king f7, rook h6, right? King f7. So basically black went king f7, gave up this pawn, and white has just extra stuff here. Rook d4, right? Rook d4. Rook d4 followed by f5, king g5 just wins. 3 extra pawns, too much. And here we see another endgame. And I actually will not be surprised if actually Fabi tries to outplay Naka here this time. You know, because Fabi can do that also, you know. He can do that also. He is also a pretty good endgame player, unless he is, you know, he's not really careless. He, you know, if he's not careless, he can do it. He can outplay. Naka as well. So king f8 looks drawish. So let's see some action until action really comes. So rook d4, king g5, pawn goes to f5. Probably some checks. White can even exchange rooks now because this is winning position. These two pawns will be really huge problem for black. Right, f5, g6 because we have pawns here as well. So what is going on? Yes, Benedict Cumberbatch, right. Yeah, he's like one of the top British actors now, right? I mean, Henry Cavill is British also, right? But Benedict is... I really like the way, they did that Sherlock Holmes, the serial, right? It was pretty good. He was in the main role. I kind of like his portrayal. It was pretty cool. Eccentric. Because Robert Downey Jr., the way he played Sherlock Holmes in the movies, really, it was really pushing it, I think. It was really funny, but I don't think, I don't think Conan Doyle actually imagines Robert Downey Jr. in that Sherlock Holmes role. Watson was pretty good too. Yeah, Watson was damn good. Yeah. Also, Watson the guy who played Watson, he was later hired to play in The Hobbit, right? In the Hobbit trilogy movies, right? Same guy, right? Yeah, that guy was funny. Yeah, that guy was funny. I think it was a perfect casting for him in the Hobbit. Yeah. All right. So what is going on here? They're still playing. Rukesh. Okay, so Jan had enough. He resigned. We feel for you, Jan. We feel for you, dude. Damn it, man. Don't stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning. If you have like a tough opponent in the next round, Ding is like one of the toughest, right? They come. Please don't stay until 3 a.m. Get some rest, look at some chess, practice some chess, and forget about the Hearthstone if you have a tournament. Sometimes I do that too, during the tournament, but I usually play after my game. I analyze my game. I check out my opponent for next round, and then I while checking out his games, I keep his games in mind. I play some games, just to take some stress out, but my mind still is working on those games and still working on the openings that I'm thinking about playing. And then the next morning already, and just before you go to sleep, you make a decision which opening you have to look for in the morning, and that's what you do. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, a lot of players, they basically stay up all night preparing for the opponents. So, it depends on the person, but I find it, yeah, I do play games in the tournament, but usually only the night before, not the morning before, because I find it like really bad superstition for me if I play games the morning before the round, because that is disrespectful to chess. And I've noticed that if I do that, I usually don't do well in the game. So I play the game. The gaming time is only the night before. So that's how it works for me. So Jan loses the match. Jan is out, and that leaves only Hikaru's game, right? All right. He was playing card yesterday before the raid. Yeah, he was. We raided him, guys. Right? Remember? Wake up 20 minutes before the game. Actually, that is actually very, very sound advice. When I was younger, I was actually getting a nap, but not before the game. I made sure I had a 1 hour nap, and then another hour before the game, because you need to wake up, right? Take a shower and then get some light food, because you don't need to eat a lot before the game. Because otherwise your stomach is thinking, not you, and your head is like all that blood is going to the stomach, right? And you need that blood in your head, to think. So very light food, and sleeping actually before the game is important, especially if you studied very hard previously, because your brain needs that reset. It does. And I think a lot of top players actually are sleeping, taking a nap before the game. I've been always an advocate of that approach. And I think a lot of players actually do that these days. So we're looking at 10 minute versus 8 minute. We're looking at the position where black is probably slightly better. So let's check this out. This game is over. Let's check out this position. So black is thinking which knight to take, right? If knight c4, then take on e7, f3, king f2. Basically, it's equal. It doesn't matter which knight you take. It's equal position. But undoubtedly, it's still a lot to play here because this like sort of Catalan structure. The knight in the Catalan usually goes to e1 to d3 and get that bishop open, right? Because knight on d3 and bishop on g2, they're sort of like a team, right? Because knight on d3, you want in the Catalan for black to play something like b6 because then you get the square on c6. And knight goes to d3, e5, e6, right? Very quickly. So takes f3, right? Knight goes back to f6, of course. And now you have now white is thinking, right? Because king f2, very safe move, but kind of not so simple, right? Because now you have this b5 trick. I think Hikaru missed this trick, right? Knight e4, bishop takes b4, and black is now better because white has the isolated pawn. I think Naka just missed this. He completely missed b5. Oh, he didn't. Did he? Oh, 5b, come on. But you have to see b5 before, man. League, I preferred games starting at 5s instead of 5 p.m. after work. I was able to focus much more. Yeah, that's true. So, empty-headed start of the game is best. Right. Right, and you need that energy. So no women, preferably before the game, because you need that energy. Unless you're really stressful. Unless you're really stressful, in that case, yes, you're allowed. Yeah, because sometimes if you're too nervous, like you're really like pumped or you're really scared. Yeah, this knight d5, he missed this b5 and b4, and black would be better. And you see how fast he played this knight d5 move? He played really fast, automatic moves, so they kill your game. Don't play automatic moves. b5, b4, knight e4, bishop takes b4, black is better. Just better. So let's take a look at again what happens. Knight a5, b4 takes, knight check, takes. Because if knight c6, then you have bishop d2, which is a critical move. And probably just knight e4, or in this case knight g4, because there's knight e3 check, right? So maybe he was afraid of rook c4, okay, but then still the same thing. King f3, rook takes c6, king has to go to g1, alright, but then it's check. And then, yeah, and then this knight goes to e3, and if knight c2, then rook d2. Yeah, black is just has huge attack. White in this structure where white has a lot of weaknesses, bishop and rook and knight combo, right? These three pieces together, they create huge threats. If there was no knight, it would not be so dangerous, but you have both bishop, knight, and the rook, and this is why this is what makes it especially dangerous. So Fabi missed his chance. He played a very solid move knight d5 instead, and I don't know about this knight e3. Maybe. See, I think Hikaru, he saw this b5. I'm pretty sure he does puzzle rushes, right, all the time. So I'm pretty sure he knows what he missed. So the problem here is that, yeah, still equal, but white is actually fighting for an equality because there's a difference between this knight and this one. All right. In this country, right, according to the Scarface, what comes first? The money, then the power, and then the women, right? That's the order, yeah? So get your order straight. I love Al Pacino in that role. He was awesome. I think it was Al Pacino. Yeah, he's definitely a very cool actor. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Can't believe Keanu Reeves is like in the 50s, yeah, now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I remember that movie, The Devil's Advocate. Yeah, he played with him. He looked so young. And Al Pacino was like the Grand Maestro. So wait, what is going on? I'm like way behind. Oh, so they exchanged a5. Okay, so this looks pretty drawish. So we are heading to the tie breaks, to the Armageddon tie breaks, a5, and I think white has to play b3. I don't think he's gonna play knight d3 really here. Is it? Is this a move? I mean, is this a possibility that you can play rook c8? Oh, it actually is. This is actually a draw. Yeah, this is a draw. That's a draw for sure. So knight d3 is possible. Oh, f4 has been played, right? Really? f4? Yeah, but dude, you have knight d3, right? I don't understand this. Now, if you can play knight d3, then you should play knight d3 and just exchange all this stuff and make a draw. Because this is a draw. This is definitely a draw. I don't know what this f4 is all about. Putting all your pawns on the dark squares, the color of your opponent's bishop. Okay, so you want to take on c5, you want to play knight f3, but this is starting to look pretty good for black. Oh, but knight d7. Oh, the chicken move. The chicken move. No. You gotta play b5, man. You gotta play b5. That's the only way to roll. Or e5. These are man moves. You know, doing the structural thing here. Because you're destroying white structure here. You just do, yeah, black is just winning, right? So b5, just, you know, go for it. Don't be afraid, man. Because you have bishop and rook. Superior position. I mean, black can never lose this. a4 is correct. And if e3, then just bishop f6. Yeah, black is only playing for a win here. You can never lose this. I actually like a e5 way more. Because you sort of completely kill the structure here. I mean, not kill, but create a disconnection. You disconnect white pawns. But after knight d7, just... ugh. Right. Shakespeare. Ever see River's Edge? Stone Montana. Ah, a lot of movies I haven't seen. Unfortunately, I was playing chess at the time, or I was playing games. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I mean, games, they saved my life, and they also ruined it in a way. Yeah. But that's life. Yeah. Not everyone gets a chance to be a world champion chess. I mean, lots of people try, but so far we have, how many world champions we have? The 13th was Gary, the 14th was Kramnik, right? And then was 15th was Anand, right? 16th was who? I don't really count Topalov there. I mean, according to the old tradition. And, oh yeah, Magnus, of course, right? So he is what? He is 16 or 17 champ. So out of 2 centuries or more of playing chess, actually the first world championship was what? 1886. 1886, so 100, 1986, and 40. So about 150 years we have produced 16 world champions. That is not a lot of people. Yeah, Magnus is the last traditional, yeah, world champion because he beat Anand in the match, right? So I'm counting those champions. I'm not counting the FIDE world champions. They are FIDE world champions. They are, but they are FIDE. They're not traditional. So, and traditional world championship title, of course, is more valuable. Right? It's like different belts in boxing. Some belts are more valuable than the others, right? And but chess is like bigger than the boxing, of course. I mean, the traditional title is like that big, and FIDE title is like that big, right? So yeah, very exclusive club, and there are millions of chess players over 150 years. Can you imagine how many people play chess? How many tried to play it competitively? So you know, it's not everybody who gets the rook c. Wait! What is going on? What did I miss? f4, 97. Rook c6. I think. What is black doing? What is it? What is going on? Is he gonna lose this game again? I mean, knight d2, knight c4, just a draw. Also b6, you know, just b6 and knight d6, f6 is also a draw. But oh, b4. Wow, Hikaru missed this line, right? I don't think he saw this line. I'm pretty sure he didn't see it because this is the same thing, right? So b takes c6. Here, knight d4 is the only move, and then you have check, king e8, and then Kramnik actually proved that this position, this type of position, is extremely dangerous. And I don't know about king f2. This is like really hard to see. But king f2, man, my god, this is... Why is it so cool? Because you play e3 next move and you kick this knight out, right? Wow. I mean, look at the evaluation here, yeah? Rook d7. Alright, so it actually drops, right? So it's not that bad. Alright, so rook c6, and what happened? b4. And, okay, so then we probably should up and... This should end up being in a draw, b4. Exchange, exchange. Hey, the moves come slow. Where are the moves? They already exchanged it. Come on, guys. What's going on? Maybe knight b4, rook c7. The king is on f3, right? King is on f3. So this is maybe AI will help discover new ideas. How long did you start? I started actually streaming mostly on everyday basis since April, since the start of April. You really don't want to put Kazimjan on the list with Kasparov and then Carlsen. Not in the same list, guys. Not in the same list. Would you consider every world chess champion a genius? Oh, genius is the difficult word. Yeah. I would put them like the first among the peers, the world champions, or if they're literally like really the best, like undoubtedly undisputed, yeah, then they are the top, the first, yes. And but genius is really something else. Hi. All right. Hi. King f2. Okay, so this looking like a draw. White is gonna just exchange stuff. I think it's this draw is actually good results for Nakamura because he knows he's gonna go into the blitz Armageddon, right? And he's gonna just flag him. Yeah. Yeah, there was Max Uwe, yeah. Is that how you pronounce him, Max Uwe? Max Uwe, yeah. Or, you know, in Russian it's called Avi. I think he's called Max Avi, yeah, not Uwe, but I don't know. But in Russian it's Avi for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. But still, he was also very strong, right? He was extremely strong, great theoretician, a true gentleman, and you know, I really find the Dutch guys, they're like, you know, top dudes, you know, chess players, gentlemen, you know. Also, of course, Holland, the center of the Middle Age, yeah, Renaissance and all that stuff, saving the Europe from the dark ages in a way, not saving, but you know, sort of keeping that independence slightly, maybe. Again, my history is not that great, but yeah, the Dutch people are cool. They're very cool. Yeah. Okay. Almost the same. Timon was a jewel. Yeah. I mean, chess in Holland is extremely popular, right? You have also Van Ostrom guy. And now you have Giri, but Giri is a curious mix. Yeah, he's one half is Russian, another half is Dutch. Yeah, very curious mix. Maybe Indian. I'm not even sure. Like I'm completely confused about his nationalities. All right, so this is a draw. We're gonna check the Armageddon now. So we are waiting for the Armageddon, and while we are waiting for the Armageddon, so these guys actually agreed on a draw. While we are waiting for the Armageddon, I am ready to accept your challenges. 3-0. Nepalese, yes. So, you know, one half Nepalese and one half... yeah, I apologize. Right, Nepalese. One half Nepalese and one half Russian, right? And he ends up in Holland. That's really a nice stretch of imagination his parents have. You know, to put him into the Andre is first. You're the quickest. All right, Andre, show me your London preparation. You know I'm gonna play London against you, right? Oh, C6, man. Nice. All right. All right, I'm gonna go this line then. Oh, you're gonna play Slav against me? You're gonna play Slav Chebanenko against me? Oh my god. Tricky guy. Tricky guy, you beat my London with the Slav Chebanenko. Not good. Not good. Nepomniachtchi is 100% Nepalese. Is he? Is he really? No. He's not Nepalese. Nepomniachtchi. You mean the word? The family name, maybe? I don't know. All right, so this is probably the greatest thing you can get with white, because black bishop on c8 is just dead, right? Just dead. That's how you play this type of positions. And then white just goes knight e5, rook d1, rook e1, and then a bunch of there's attack going on here. Just trolling. How would life be different without all the trolling, right? It would be unimaginable. Life without trolls. Well, as I mentioned before, knight goes to e5, rook d1, and then we're gonna start the dream attack here, because black is simply playing without bishop here. So we're just gonna go straight attack. Gonna straight attacking. Right, it doesn't look very good for black at all. Now g4. Nepo! But then you missed queen f3, right? I'm pretty sure you missed this move, because now you don't have time for bishop e8. So, see, it's not so simple to play this position. Yeah, it's in probably resignable. Probably resignable. Yeah, that's how you basically play, right? Yeah, don't get this type of positions, man. I mean, you need to play active Spielen chess. Yeah, active Spielen. Don't play Slav. Slav is not for you, Andre. Don't play Slav. You should try Benoni. I recommend you to Benoni or Kid. Okay, G6, those systems. Those are good, because you're an active player. You don't want to be playing passive positions. If your temperament is active, right? Don't play passive openings. You're not gonna play them well. Because, you know, to play passive openings, you need patience and experience, and they just don't suit you. That's why you usually should need a coach that can understand your weaknesses, and he can guide you to what to play. Yeah, there's this crazy line. I hate this line. I hate this line. I don't remember this line. Because I don't remember. Not because I hate it, but because I don't remember. There's a difference. Yeah, like, having good memory actually helps, yeah? Actually helps. Yeah. If you had to be quarantined with either Ivanchuk or Fischer for 10 days, that's easy. Bobby would be the first choice. First choice. Very easy choice. Okay, maybe c3, yeah. Oh, I'm blundering this move. I see. It was not the best move, yeah. Yeah, of course they play knight a5. I forgot about knight a5. My god, yeah. Alright, good job, man. Good job. I have to play now bishop d3. And queen goes to h5. To prevent that d5, right? That's the plan. Yeah. Probably you should have played g6 maybe, yeah? I don't know. Because right now I kind of like my position again. You know, with all the knight g5 coming in. Hot. The missile is hot, right? But maybe bishop g5 first. Because you cannot play bishop g7 because I am going to take on d8 and then a5 is hanging. Right? I think Alexan was well past. Да, доброе время. Подскажите, вы ведете стримы на русском или только на английском? В основном на английском. Я извиняюсь. Но иногда по-русски тоже отвечаю. То есть для меня не проблема отвечать. Просто у меня больше народу смотрит на английском. So I was just saying, like, you know, I noticed that like a lot of people here. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay, so this is a dilemma actually. Yeah, a lot of people asking me about the English and Russian stuff. So let's play bishop b5. Get that knight to c6. Get this knight to c6. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And rook d1, right? So trying to be aggressive. Have these guys started yet? Let's check them out. Oh, I closed the window. I'm so bad. So Magnus International, they have the tiebreaker. Oh, they don't have the tiebreaker. Where's the tiebreaker, guys? They don't have it yet. So my plan in this position was to do something. Oh, but now I can have, now I can play queen h4, right? Because I'm attacking your bishop here. Now I can actually play this. Now I can actually play this, and because I attack both of your bishops. And because I threatened the mate, you have to play h5 or bishop h5. And then I probably should just kick your bishop out. Probably. And probably should also take this thing. But you know what? I like this g4. Just for the heck of it. You know, just simply going kamikaze. So, just grab this stuff. Okay. And, let's grab here first. Make sure that pawn is... this is bad because I win, right? You have to calculate, man. You have to calculate. I trade the queen, I keep my bishop, right? So you gotta calculate it. Who? 2 years later, he annihilated Aver. Yeah, because he lost the match, he was drunk, right? It's a very famous story. That's how he lost. You're welcome. Tal or Casablanca 10 days. How about I ask you a question, guys? Who you want to stand 10 days? Is it gonna be, I don't know, is it gonna be Judith or what's your name? The Chinese, or Who You Find? Yeah, Judith or Who You Find? All right, 10 days on an island. Yeah. Playing chess, only playing chess. Don't get bad thoughts. Who? Aha. All right. You wanna stay with both? Greedy guy. Judith by far. Aha. And all right. Judith, it is. Yeah. Only good thoughts. Yeah. You better believe it. Right, we have 9th. Wait, that's Dink. Wait. Kurana, right. Whoa, they started, guys. They started Armageddon. We're missing. Wait. Let's go back. Let's close this thing. So what did I miss? So who? Naka is playing black. He is lucky. Because he only has to make a draw. And Rook a6. I really like this rook lift. No attacking for white is allowed, yeah? Knight g4. Yeah, black is already better. But wait, e4 is coming, so he takes, and bishop d6. Ooh, probably smart, yeah, exchanging that attacking bishop, but yeah, knight of fate. Yeah, white is definitely will find it difficult to win this game. But black is not easy, right? He has no easy squares for the knight. White controls this whole line. E4, interesting. Probably the only move, and now is a huge choice for black. Queen a3 I really don't like. I really like computer move queen f4 here. He should have played queen f4 for sure. Because if you take on d5, double pawns, rook e2 comes, wins, right? And then this pawn g5 is under attack. So he had to play queen f4. You have to get the pieces in the squares your opponent doesn't control. Because right now after e5, it's just a huge attack for white. Huge attack. Rook e7. Of course, white hits the d5 pawn, queen c3, hoping for that knight e6, knight f4. And but he gives up the pawn, and Fabi is going after it. Fabi has a pawn up. He has superior position. He's gonna play probably f4. Knight f4 is not so clear. Bishop a4, okay, but then rook f8 probably. Rook f8, f4, and we see here probably rook c7 or g6, right? Black still has this tricky pawn on c4, and he has knight, which can be a very tricky thing. So knight g7, we see a lot of blitz technique. You know, moves like g6, knight g7 are very specialized into blitz, because the knight is extremely uncomfortable piece. You know, in the blitz game, you can blunder something with that knight. I'm not sure about this move though, yeah. But if white gets his pawn to d6, it's basically game over. But it's not so easy. And black wants to play rook d7 and hit this pawn. And of course, rook b8 is simply impossible to see with the idea of doubling the rooks on the 8th. So rook d1. Knight transfers to d5. Knight has to go to d5. This is only a square. Otherwise, white just plays d5, d6 wins. Or maybe rook fd8. Yeah, rook fd8, and white has to play f5 now. And yeah, but f5 just wins. f5 just wins. He has to play f5. It's the only move. Otherwise, he just allows knight d5. Oh my god, he just blundered, right? f5 is just winning, because if you take on d4 twice, rook takes c7, rook c8, f6 mate, and black has no time to recapture that bishop. And now, ooh, queen f3. My god, knight b5. Well, black missed knight b5 completely. So what happens here? Knight e6. Knight e6 is just bad. Yeah, knight b5 with the idea of knight c3. Black missed this trick, right? Knight c3, knight takes d5. He can make a draw. Instead, he plays knight e6. He grabs this pawn, but after d6, this pawn on d6 is untouchable, and white is gonna win this game, because there is no way for, you know, because this bishop on g4 is coming. He's gonna trade this knight on e6, and with the pawn on d6 and e5 together, this is a clearly winning situation for white. Yeah. Oh, d7, e6 was probably easier, but d7 looks pretty good. The threat is rook c8. He has to play king f8, rook c4, and black is completely lost, because knight e5 loses to rook c8, rook e1, and black is just lost. Wow, what a game by Fabi. He absolutely crushed Naka here. He absolutely crushed. This rook e1 is coming. Naka is lost. GG. This is GG. Rook goes to e8, and it's GG. Rook e8 resigns. Look at the faces. Let's see the faces. Yeah, you see Hikaru. He is not happy. He is losing. Right. Way to go, Fabi. Bravo. Good job. Actually killing Naka in his best element, which is blitz. Yeah. Absolutely destroying him. Why? Because Naka played this position. I mean, it's okay, but you know, you're playing black, you need to trade stuff, right? And here he was trying to probably kill him, or he basically black overpressed. He should not have allowed this structure, because this is very good for white. Bishop is untouchable, right? Let's go back here. The structures. Bishop on c2 is untouchable. The pawn on c4 is blocked. White has free reign in the center. He is free to attack black king, prepare all sorts of moves, right? So, you know, knight goes to e5, and black just sort of Yeah, he misplayed this position. He should have probably played a 5 here. He should have played e5. He was probably afraid of this g4, but I think just taking the knight, trading pieces, you know, getting rid of this, this would be a good chance for black to make a draw. Instead, he went for this exchange. Really don't like it. Maybe knight f8 was better because bishop on b4 is actually blocking the b file, right? So bishop d6 allows white to enter. And of course, black could have played rook b6 here and tried to trade down that rook. Instead, he played knight f8, which is queen's gambit move, typical move. And I don't know. But the biggest thing, of course, here that black missed queen f4. If black played queen f4, I'm pretty sure that white would not have such a winning position because he will have to go into this line. But there's this rook h6 coming, right? And the white king is under attack. And this position doesn't look... I mean, probably white is better still, yeah, but I don't know. It's still a lot of play here. So, we're done with the commentary for today. Let's check who is winning the tournament so far. I am not sure if they have the standings here. Where are the standings? Learn more about the tournament. Let's go here. Top 4 decided, so the 2 leaders have now lost. All right, let's see the where's the bloody standing? No, we don't play. No, we're not going there. Oh my god. All right, I have no idea. So it's got to be somewhere. Maybe learn more. Rules, tournament details. I have no idea. So 11, 11, 10, then MFL on a 5. Okay, so it's over. So there is knockouts, right? And there is knockout, and then they continue playing. The top 4 are decided. Who are the top 4 players? I have no idea who are the top 4 players. Let's check who are the top 4 players. Fabiano beat Naka. The top 4 are decided. I don't know. MC, Naka, Fabi, Ding. Oh, so no Giri. Standings. Where are the standings? Oh, there are the standings. Ding, Naka, Carlsen, Kurana. Next is Maxim, Nepomniachtchi, Giri, and Firuzai. Firuzai is actually in the last place. Wow, poor kid. You know, he started really strong. Yeah, so these are the standings. So we see 2 Americans. I'm pretty happy for that. Magnus actually is on the 3rd place because of the tie breaks. So I don't know how they're playing it. Is the first playing 4th and second 3rd, or the first playing 2nd? In any case, we're gonna see huge fights in the next couple of days, right? So yeah, so that's the final 4. Unfortunately, I would have loved to see Maxim there, but he really messed up some of his previous matches. Jan was very unstable, and Giri... Okay, I think, you know, they probably realized they probably have no chance to catch up with these guys. That's why they didn't prepare much lately. But okay, so we're gonna wish this guys better luck next time. Firuzai had an awesome tournament. Great stuff to analyze, to prepare, you know, to understand the way he can improve. And we wishing luck to the finalists. All right. So that's it for today, guys, and I hope you enjoyed my commentary for today. All right, stay safe, my friends, and we'll see more coverage tomorrow. So see you tomorrow.